ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. Sunday, May 13th, 1883. May 13th, 1883. May means it is midsummer almost. June, July is rainy season. February, March, in the month of March, winter ends, summer begins. March, April, May, almost ending of the summer and rainy to begin. The master paid a visit to the Haribhakti Pradayini Sabha of Kanshari Para in Calcutta. Kanshari Para in Calcutta on the anniversary day of that religious society. See where all Sri Ramakrishna is going. How much of sacrifice and see now we have so many conveniences to go and come. In those days, vehicles were unknown almost. Only horse carriages in which you have to go, or carts pulled by humans, or palanquins, things like that. And those who knew horse riding could use, some youngsters and all could use the horses if they can own the horse. Like that, in those days traveling was, if you are capable of walking, and it takes long number of hours to go from one place to another if you are to walk. And imagine coming to Calcutta from Dakshineshwar, Howrah, crossing the river and coming to the other side and going deep inside to the Calcutta city. Kirtan and other forms of devotional music had been arranged for the occasion. The songs centered around the Vrindavan episode of Sri Krishna's life. The theme was Radha's pick because of the Sri Krishna's having visited Chandravali, another of the gopis of Vrindavan. Radha friends tried to console her and said to her, "Why are you picked? It seems you are not thinking of Krishna's happiness, but only of your own." Radha said to them, "I am not angry at his going to Chandravali's grove, but why should he go there? She does not know how to take care of him." In the moment we come to Radha and Krishna's episode, at all times, wherever we see or see a picture, immediately the mind must go to the Radha's purity, where she is unaware of her bodily existence. Among gopis, so many people, she was the only woman who did not have body consciousness. Deha Bhava was completely erased, like Janaka, who did not know he has a body at all. And Radha is like that, who never knew she had a body. That's why Krishna loved her so deeply. The day we transcend our bodily awareness, we are intimately one with God. Because of the identification with body, all the defects or limitations that are in the body, we acquire. And we do not know what is Videhatva. Videhatva, not having, possessing a body, what it means we do not know. There is no gender problem, there is no age problem, there is no beauty and ugly form. Nothing affects. I am divine, only that awareness. I am Chaitanya Swarupa, I am Ananda Swarupa within myself. And so it is just like a child. 1.5, 2 years child is running about here and there. How if health is there for that child, energy is given by the food, and how it will be joyfully running about in this world. A mother is there, security is there, and it is jumping and dancing in joy. Nothing to obstruct, nothing to give pain, nothing to insult. So pure and divine. Anybody loves that child because the guilelessness, innocence, purity, divinity it manifests, the joy it radiates, the peace it radiates, makes everyone endear. God also loves. God wants everyone to become like that, so that he too can love intimately. But man, identifying with his body, puts on upon himself all the limitations of the body and suffers. So when we come any time, the term Radha, let your soul surrender. Let your soul aspire for that purity where God loves us intimately as myself, where he doesn't find any duality. Krishna says the 4 types of people are dear to me. They are great devotees. Artho, Artharthi, Jignasu, Jnani Chaiva. Artha, who is weeping, suffering, is unable to bear the suffering, bodily or mental, or some torture. They are not able to, they go to run to God for solution. They are physically suffering, something like cancer, constantly bothering, health problems, then family problems, constantly it is not leaving. So Artha, Artharthi, who is after wealth and property or possessions. He wants more and more power, possessions and all. He also goes to God for Artha. Jignasu, one wants to know, what is this world? What am I? What is this God? He wants to know the truth. He wants to know the reality. Jignasu. Jnatu michu jignasu. One who is aspiring to know jignasu. Jnani chaiva. One who has realized God. Jnani. He is their jnani, who has realized God and knows what God is, and God knows him. They play together often. Now, all these are great udara ete sarve. All these are udara, highly noble people, because they have come to me. Maybe suffering, one is aspiring for wealth, he wants lot of money. But he did not run here and there. He has come to me. Because he has come to me, he is great. He had other means to acquire wealth. He can cheat someone, he can take corruption, do anything and earn money. But he is sitting at my feet and asking for money. So, the Artha, for sake of his bodily condition, has come. Family condition has come. Mental suffering he has come. But he has come to me, Jignasu. One wants to know what God is. Jignasu. All these are great, but Jnani I consider as myself. Jnani tu atmaiva me mataha. Jnani is myself. How much intimacy. This Jnanihood is there in Radha. To be free from bodily awareness. I belong to Krishna. Krishna belongs to me forever. They live in the transcendental realm of spiritual world as spirit. So here we see the intense love making Radha now and then soon herself become unconscious and fall. Now she, in spite of that state in which she is moving about, she is constantly aware of Krishna's welfare. She doesn't want Krishna to be hurt, like mother taking care of the child. And the child wants to go somewhere to uncle's house. Mother is worried. No, the child is weeping. No, I will go with uncle. He is after his. He will take him round here, there, show him many things, give him something what parents do not get. But how does mother feel? Oh, everything is there, everything that they will give, but they don't know how to take care of the child. As I take care, a thorn doesn't touch it, a fault never happens. Will they be able to take care of that? Like that Radha feels whenever Krishna is out of her reach. Oh, where has he gone? What has happened to him? Are they capable of taking care of him? And after all, Krishna is a small boy. At the age of 11, he leaves Vrindavan forever. So there we see we usually judge everything, see everything in the background of our experience, and our experiences limited to body and mind. We know only bodily enjoyments. We don't know what is love. So love is a total sacrifice where I am not there. To enjoy through love is different. To sacrifice, love is real love. So here we see, when we come to Krishna and Radha, or gopis slowly grow to the level of Radha. By the time few years of Krishna stay there, 10, 12 years, 11 years of his stay, he makes them equal to Radha in every respect. All are unaware of their bodies. To that extent. So we see Radha, Gopi, Krishna, everybody in our background of family life. No, never. They have come down, played that game to take us beyond the bodily limitations. They were to destroy our Deha Bhava, to give back our Atma Bhava. Krishna came down. When we go to Bhagavad Gita, the very next thing that we find with Krishna is the samhara. During childhood also he does, but the demonical forces that were working in the nature, like Kamsa, with tremendous powers, which he can build another world of his own, that much of power, of strength and intelligence, they start misusing when power comes to the hand. So there the destruction is needed. It comes under the evil, not bad. Good and bad are parts of nature. Evil is something like ego, which appears when the Chaitanya and Jada come together. So like that, the evil appears. And evil has to be destroyed only by the divine. No other way. We cannot counteract, we cannot do anything with the evil. Evil, we have to invoke the divine. So those forces, then the Mahabharata war. Then finally, the elimination of the forces that were there of the Yadav Kula itself. All the things that would cause harm to the society, he eliminates and goes. So that whole of Krishna's life, a view, when you see Radha Krishna, don't bring the world background. Even Bhagavad Gita, the Bhagavad Gita always begins with Om and ends with Om. Om Tat Sat Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So that Om is an important word. Om Tat Sat, Sri Krishna itself himself discusses in Bhagavad Gita. Om Tat Sat iti Nirdeshe. The whole thing, the moment you apply Om, the world background is taken away. The absolute reality is brought into picture. So, divine background. Sri Krishna is telling Bhagavad Gita from the divine background, looking at the divine background. We are in the worldly background. We are accustomed lives after lives to see things in the worldly background. Family life, greed, lust, anger. These things alone we know. We don't know what is sacrifice, what is love, what is divine, what is God. In that background we are never seeing. The Jnana Drishti, Urdhva Drishti, all this, Divya Drishti, Divyam Dadami Te Chakshuhu. These things are, can you see? Try to see the divine everywhere, penetrate and see the reality there. Then it becomes the reality. So Krishna is presenting the everywhere. Look at me, look at this world, look at yourself. Everything, whatever you look at, look with the divine background. No more of that world which you remove your personality, dissolve your personality which you have built up with this world background. Rebuild yourself with a new awareness of divine, yourself being divine and everything being divine. Get that Chakshu, Divya Chakshu which I have given to Arjuna to see the world as God and God as the world. Vishwarupa of God, world as the Vishwa, his own form, God's form. So when you see the moment, the Krishna, how Thakur must have seen, how he must have enjoyed, because there was not slightest worldliness in him. So could immediately shoot up to the transcendental hearing itself. He will leave his external awareness drops off and there is light within. He is dancing in joy. So the Krishna consciousness would be kindled in Radha's mind at the sight of cloud. Vrindavan episode of Sri Krishna's life. The theme was Radha's pick because of Krishna's having visited Chandravali, another gopi of the Vrindavan. Radha's friend tried to console her and said to her, "Why are you picked? It seems you are not thinking of Krishna's happiness, but only your own." Radha said to them, "I am not angry at his going to Chandravali's grove. But why should he go there? She does not know how to take care of him." This is the attitude of mother. In love, all aspects, in pure love, independent of body, all aspects of life come into picture. The mother, I am taking care of someone, my motherhood comes out. And when I see the glory, I become a child. He is able to give everything. He is able to take care of me. He has got everything. I become a child. And when I am taking care of him, I am worshipping. See, even in normal worships and all we do in the temple and all, when worshipping, we are in a different status. The moment we sit for worship, they are like my children. I have to take care of them. I have to give bath. I have to feed. I have to do everything. My attitude towards them. Then when the puja is over, then we aspire for something higher. Oh, where is the truth? Where is the reality? When will this darkness engulfing my soul will go away? When will I see that light? Is all this imagination how Sri Ramakrishna was possessed? Just through the worship. The worship made him to think, does God really exist? Do you really exist? So when that comes into picture, the worship is over, my whole attention is turned somewhere else, aspiring for help, aspiring for taking me beyond all these limitations. I want freedom, mukti. I want liberation from all bonds. I want liberation from suffering forever. I want to enter the realm transcendental of everlasting peace and joy. When this comes into picture, I just fall at their feet and be like a child. Help me, take me in your arms. Just now, before the puja began, I was the father and mother of God, giving them bath and taking care of them. And when it is over, the mood changes, the relationship changes. I see a new awareness coming up with new light, new understanding. So here we see tremendous transformation. When there is a pure love like that, all the bhavas, dasya, sakhya, madhurya, vatsalya, shanta, all these will come. When they are together, calmly sitting, they are at shanta. When serving, dasya comes out. One by one, it just goes on changing. Love doesn't have a limitation of bhava. And regarding Sri Ramakrishna, his teacher, Bhairav Brahmani used to say, you are infinite, so are your bhavas infinite. Tumi ananta, tomar bhav ananta. You are infinite, Your moods are infinite. So travel from this moment he is in one mood, the next moment he is like Hanuman serving, next moment he is like Radha loving. He is like Yashoda next moment. He is shifting from one mood to another constantly. Seeing that, so same thing happens in the life of lover like Radha, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. All these will have a different status, different relationship, different way of approach. Every moment changing. She doesn't know how to take care of him. Now Matra Bhava is coming in Radha. May 20th, 1883, there ends the visit to that devotees group. The following Sunday, a kirtan was arranged at the house of Ram, one of the master's householder devotees. Sri Ramakrishna graced the occasion with his presence. The musicians sang about Radha's pangs for her separation. Ram's house, one of the important devotees, Kankurgachi, where later on, after the master's demise, the ashes of master, the relics were brought and kept in their house first. He was a Vaishnava by nature and by life. So he had strict disciplined life, a life of constant sacrifice, love of God, serving others, and things like that. So in their house, kirtan was arranged. Following Sunday, a kirtan was arranged at the Ram's house, one of the master's household devotees. Sri Ramakrishna graced the occasion with his presence. Usually, to make Sri Ramakrishna come to their house, they used to arrange how to invite, what to give, he used to love singing and dancing in name of God. And that was the only way where he can demonstrate bring the transcendental into the relative and present to the people. Look here, God is here. This God, to make people understand what God is, how God is. He used to run to these people, and people used to understand only thing we can give him. And he keep his mood in the highest state through kirtan. So kirtan was arranged and he was invited. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanam